David,
Yes?
have you been along 10th Street in Kensington lately?
A little while ago. Why? What's going on?
Okay, I hadn't been there for a couple of weeks. I went today. There's this big art shakeup happening. There's a crazy mural that's going up at the Hilhurst Hardware. You know how they have kind of two storefronts?
They almost never had a sign.
I know.
It was like a shovel in the window.
It is like the most out of the way place. So they've got this big mural going up today. I went down to look at it. The artist was actually there. Shane Haltman is a Calgary-based artist. He was very eager to talk about his latest project.
I'm currently working on a mural for Hilhurst Hardware. This is kind of a community initiative project run kind of by myself and another fellow by the name of Neil. And we put this project together about 2 years ago. We started talking to community about putting murals up. They were talking about graffiti, so we were looking for ways to kind of like circumnavigate all the hatred and bring it together and get public space and make use of that public space and rejuvenate community, inspire people. So I'm working on this mural, and next to me is going to be an art display case, a corkboard, and a chalkboard. That's all of it in a nutshell.
So Shane summed it up quite nicely, really. Basically, the mural's there to give the community a boost, and there's also a public art space beside the mural that's going up.
Public art space?
Yes.
That
With
means...
like cork boards, and there's going to be art hanging and things where or places where you can put things. Just kind of a public art space.
Shane mentioned graffiti. Does Hillhurst Hardware get hit with that very often?
Too often. That's according to Michael Perry. He's the owner of Hilhurst Hardware. And he said the problem is it's up to the businesses to get rid of that graffiti. And they need to do it right away because they get stiff fines. So often this involves painting over the graffiti with not always the same color paint that you used before. So the idea behind the mural is that the tag artist or the graffiti artists won't paint over top of other artists' work, so that if they've got art there, it should deter graffiti artists. But Michael tells me that there are other reasons for having a giant mural on the storefront.
People have always said, well, do something with your front kind of thing there and whatnot. But I mean, the front door is great to have. You know, people do come through that, but the back is where we sell the contractor, so everyone always comes in the back door. That's in essence our front. So we thought we'd go with something a little different, and we're trying to spruce it up a little bit, and not your ordinary just sign.
So you were mentioning before that there's rarely anything in the front. So sprucing things up. Michael's pretty excited about the mural. When I was leaving, actually, he was bringing out one of his regular customers to the front to see the mural. And I have to say, it's a pretty impressive mural.
Well, describe it. What does it look like?
It's hard to describe. The best I can give you is there's 2 dogs and a big screw in the middle and nails. I know, it sounds terrible. And it's all in that kind of graffiti style. So Shane Haltman, the artist, does a much better job at describing it than I do.
Well, the piece is about basically kind of the delicate balance, because the screw in the middle is kind of like delicately on the tip. It's just on the tip. So it shows although strength of screws and iron and steel, it is still kind of a delicate balance. And the other thing is bringing in the animals was like a way to, this represents Hilhurst Hardware because these animals have been part of this business for a long time and they're like part of the family. And when I met them, they just seemed very charismatic, and I was like, these are perfect subjects to put on the mural. And I knew like a wide demographic of people would look at that and be able to at least respond to that. I knew people would say, oh, it's a dog, and at least get that reaction from them, which is great. But, this was involved interviewing Hilhurst Hardware, getting to know them, understanding what they liked, and it wasn't meant to be like a commercial mural per se, as it was an artistic mural that represents the people that are behind this business.
And it's a really cool mural. It's just, you can't help but notice it. It's going to be fantastic when it's done. And the folks at Hillhurst Hardware are really pleased with the progress so far. People walking by, very curious, always stopping to talk to Shane. And from the feedback he's been getting, he said that people in the neighborhood are just excited about public art coming to Kensington.
When will it be finished?
If all goes according to plan, hopefully by the end of the week. It looks like it's going to be a very nice touch to Kensington. As for the public art space going up beside the mural, that's also taking shape, and Shane tells me that things should start going up in that public art space any day.
All right. Edelweiss is done. At least I'm going to let it sit. Oh, I left some paints. I have to grab those. That's the wall backwards, Edelweiss. I'm going to let it sit for a little while, week or two, and then I'll probably come back to it and just do some final touches if I have to. But just going to let it sit for about a month before we clear coat it. I'll do a little quick walk by as well. So that's it. Edelweiss is done. Finished on the hottest day, plus 30. It's a scorcher.